Alright, over the last 14 days of launching this ad campaign for an epoxy flooring business, we've generated 15 conversions, which are phone calls and form submissions at a cost per conversion of $59, and we've spent $891 so far. And this brought in $42,000 worth of sales opportunities, and the client has already closed 5 jobs and he's working the rest of the leads. And in this video, I'm going to break down, the campaign, the ad groups, keywords that we chose, negative keywords list, and also the landing page and the offer. If you're new to the channel, my name is Peyton Brasti, and my agency does lead generation for home improvement companies, helping them get more leads, book more jobs, and ultimately make more money. So if that's something you're interested in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to be dropping new videos weekly. All right, let's start with ad groups. Now, with Google Ads, you want to put, your campaign, you want to structure it in ad groups of thematically related keywords. So if somebody's searching for garage epoxy, they search on Google, you want to show an ad that says garage epoxy. When they click on it, you want to take them to a landing page that talks about garage epoxy flooring. If they search for metallic, your ad's supposed to show metallic. Once they click on it, they go to a landing page that's metallic. So you see, everything has to be relevant. Now, I just want to show you a few of the keywords. So we put them in exact match because the client's budget is low, so we wanted to keep things, tight. Once they have more budget, then we can open things up using phrase match. That's a whole different video. Just want to show you, some of the keywords, epoxy, garage epoxy, epoxy flooring, and these are the keywords that we're using. Now, the most important thing with the campaign is you want to have negative keywords list, and negative keywords are basically keywords that you do not want to show up for when somebody searches. So if somebody's searching, let's say, for jobs, or they're looking for a supplier, if they put in that specific keyword in there, you don't want to show up for that, right? Because they're not going to hire you. They're not looking for, somebody to do their garage, basically, or whatever. Like, if you have the universal ones, basically, if they're searching for how to DIY, or, basically, you don't want to show up for that, basically. So that's the purpose of having a negative keyword list. Now, here's our landing page. Now, the most important part of any successful ad campaign, the biggest factor of whether it's a winning or losing campaign, is going to be your offer. This is what's going to differentiate you from everybody else. Now, this client was running a campaign before we took over the Google Ads, and they were bringing in leads at a cost per lead of $127 because they had no offer. It was not a good landing page they had. They were just free estimate like everybody else. Nothing unique about it. Nothing to stand out. So when we went in, we did a research on their, market to see what others are doing, because we know when people are looking for those services, they're going to compare quotes. So we want to see what other people are doing and do something better. So most of them were doing, 2-day install with a 5-year warranty. So we reduced the install from 2 days to 1 day, which is faster, and then we doubled the warranty. And we also came up with a $500 off for the next 15 homeowners. That was basically the offer to, push people over the edge. And we had the prices right on the landing page. I always want to put starting app prices so that all the leads that call you, they're already pre-qualified in terms of the budget. Because a lot of people might be looking for a $1,000 job, which is not possible. So you don't want to talk to those people. So you want to have it on your landing page. You don't want to waste your time basically with them. So we put here, $8 per square foot, or whatever the starting ad price is. And we obviously call out the wherever you're targeting. So this client is targeting Toronto and the GTA. And right here, you want to have your reviews, which is very important. This client has 61 5-star reviews, which is we want people to see that. And we have this more reviews down here. We also had a no peeling, no cracking guarantee. Now right here, we have the form here where people fill out the form if they decide to fill out the form. Once they fill out the form, they hit submit. Our end client is going to get a immediate SMS email notification, so they can immediately get on a phone and book that in-home estimate. And this is the section here. Now we did a little bit of tweak here, just added some visual. So, it's more impactful when you can show visual. So here we said, stronger than epoxy. We have a visual. Here, we had the oil and grime wipe rights off, and then we had the visual. So there's a little changes that's going to increase conversions. Right below that, we have the reviews. We picked the reviews with images. And then accreditations. If you haven't put them in here, you add the the work gallery. I don't want to go through them all because there's some logos I don't want to. And then we have the bar here. So we put this bar throughout the landing page. So when people are ready to pull the trigger, we can either call or click on here and fill out the form basically. We have the what sets you apart section, and then the flake options where they can look at them, see whatever options you have for flake. What choose us section. Again, the bar here again where they can call or fill out the form. 5-step flow coding application process, so they know what the process like. And then the last part is the process to perfection. So we tell them how it works, is that they call, get a free estimate, you go give them a consultation, and then epoxy to perfection. And then we just at the footer we have the maps, and yeah, and that's about it. Now if you want this done for your business, you want to get more leads, book more jobs, stay busy. If you need help with Facebook ads or Google ads, I'll put a link down in the description of this video. You can fill it out, get on a phone call with me, somebody on the team, see if this is the right fit. And that's about it. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.